Whoa. Hello, hello. Oh no. You know it's real when you done. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing this evening? All right. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm glad you're doing great. Uh-oh. Y'all, we did bedtime. And in the process of doing bedtime, I dinked around and didn't put my microphone inside of the phone. All right, so welcome to Bedtime Crafting. I'm your host, Lena. I'm the voice behind the hands of all things Mighty Made It. And today I'm going to do a lettering in chat. The theme today is like troubleshooting. The past week. So last week I did a crash course in iPad lettering. And let me tell you, that video didn't save. It didn't save. And I've had real technical difficulties trying to like upload it to YouTube. So I'm ready to burn the whole internet down. So needless to say, I'm a wee bit frustrated. But tonight I'm taking some of the pressure off. And we're going to chill. We're going to letter in chat. And I'm going to actually do a demo of these new markers that I got. I bought these off of Amazon. If you saw my post, because I'm 40, my post earlier, I purchased these off of Amazon. They were, after shipping, taxes, handling, the Ticketmaster service charge, they were $15.24. And so it was a set of 24, which is, first off, it's a great price. So these are the King Art dual tip markers. The dual tip brush pens. They come in a very nice box. And so, put those back. So the first thing I noticed about these is that they're a lot lighter than the Tombows that I usually use. So this is, right, let's look at it. Okay. Tombow, King Art, right? They've done a really good job at, making this look like the Tombows, right? So it's a I won't call it a high quality knockoff, but it's a nice, I opened the package up and I was like, that's cute. So that's the first thing. Now these are lighter, and I don't know if it's the tip that's lighter or if it's, it's lighter because the Tombow is just bigger. So, tip to tip, the Tombow is just a bigger marker. Okay, so that's on first observation. The second thing is these colors they're not exact matches. The Tombow marker is a little bit lighter than the King Art marker. So this color is plum, and this one is I don't even know, it's 725. So I guess it's like a bright pink. So this is the Tombow downstrokes. I don't know if you guys hear that squeaky squeak, but that is the squeak that happens when you are putting pressure to your marker, right? It squeaks a little bit. And so this is the King Art. I'm going to come, you couldn't even see that. What nobody going to say? We can't see that. So this is the King Art. Still same satisfying squeak. So the color saturation is cool, right? Generally, the Tombow is a bit more consistent than the King Art, but you know the sky's not falling. So let's we could do a quick brush, some stroke demonstration. I'm going to use a different color though, because like I said, it's 24 in the box. So you know we've got, you get two racks on racks of markers. So we've got, these are our yellows through our purples, and then we've got our purples through our blues, greens, and the black. So let's see what this black is talking about. Like, have you ever used a marker or you got your hands on the black, but the black wasn't as black, right? Like let's see what this black is talking about. Because when I do my digitizing of my letters, or when I'm making SVGs from paper to digital, black is my friend. Ooh. All right, I'm noticing that these don't take a beating the way my Tombows do, but I think that it's still a good marker for beginners. It's definitely way softer than the Tombows, which is, I noticed that this morning. That's an ugly X. Let's try that again. That's better. That X is a little confused. Today is Malcolm X's birthday. So I think that this one, I feel like my tip is a little frayed already. It's just a fuzzier tip. But that's okay, because the perks of dual tips is that you have a big tip, and then you've got a little tip. And the little tip is the one that's really good in helping you kind of clean up those minor imperfections. So let's work that out. If you guys have any questions, let me know. One of the things that I want to make sure that you guys understand when you're doing your lettering, be it with the Tombow dual tip brush pens, or if you go ahead and get these, it's a pressure change, and that's what gives you the stroke difference in your upstrokes and your downstrokes. That's what makes your thins thin and your thicks thick. So it's a physical change in the pressure. So in addition to it also being the tool that's used, it's also your technique. So check the technique, right? And it's not just my technique, it's your technique as you're learning, because your style is going to be different from my style. Thank you, I appreciate that. So this I'm just cleaning up. So far, I feel like I generally like these, right? Like my nieces, I've got some nieces who are big into drawing and coloring and illustration. So I think that, I would get these and use these with them. I think this is an acceptable alternative, because Tombows can be a bit of an investment. At $3 a marker, I want to say it's like $150 for the full set. That's a price tag, right? And I am generally mindful, right, of those things. I try to be mindful of price. I don't know. Let's see. So one of the lettering words that helps us practice the following strokes. This marker just splashed on my paper. So you've got the compound curve, overturn, underturn, No, can you borrow $5? You know, payday is Friday. Holler at me on Friday. So, in news of things that we've got coming up while I'm doing this lettering here with this, I really like this dark purple. Sunday, I'm going to be releasing the next set of prompts for the monthly hashtag Love Your Strokes lettering challenge. So for those of you who are interested in starting lettering, or if you want to, you need some practice inspiration, this is a good place to start. The last week of the month. This set that I'm using right now, these are King Art. That's these. If you can get them on directly from their website, or you could get them from Amazon. I got these off of Amazon. At the time, they were $14.99. Oh well, I don't know. I don't even know. Like after taxes, shipping, fees. I do have Amazon Prime, but they still took like a week, and they were $15. So that was such a steal. I said 24 markers, $15. Let's see what that's talking about. So I got these. So this is it. King Art dual tip brush pens. 24 rich colors, color-coded caps, brush and fine tips, superior blendability, acid-free, and water-based. Oh, okay. So there's another difference. So with the Tombow brush pens, you can get a blender pen. Let me see if, I don't know, do they make a blender pen? I'm gonna hop on my handy dandy Googles and try to find out. I don't blend often. It's not something that I can do it. I actually, transparency. I don't feel very comfortable with my blending. I don't think it's as pretty as some blends that I've seen. So it's not something that I do that often. And so, yeah, I think that they're pointing out that this has superior blendability, but I've not blended. So let's see. One of the ways to blend is King Art blender pen. All right. So we'll go this purple to this light blue. So one of the other ways to blend, is somebody looking to join my live? What is this? Oh, let's see. That's a first. Toddler down. Good looking out, Dad. Crawdaddy, that's my husband. So one of the ways that Tombow lets you blend, or the blending methods with Tombow, is it's called tip to tip. All right, so you do like this, okay, and you get a little bit of ink transfer from the dark marker to the light marker. And then you have at it. That was not as all right, so that way didn't quite ruffle any feathers. Do I have all right, hold on. Hold on, let me grab a blender palette substitute, which will be this. Right inside of my daughter's sticker album. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Let's see. So we'll pick up, get a solid color transfer there. Now let's try it. Ooh, yes. Yes, that is the blend. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Oh, all right. I'm impressed. So I agree with their blendability. It picks up color nicely. So that blender, this blending method, one you can use. It's a couple things you can use, like a piece of aluminum foil, or a piece of aluminum foil. If you have like a lamination, like if you have a laminator at home, like kind of run it through the laminator, you can use that as a blending palette. This is the inside of a photo album, so like this sheet of like plasticky stuff. I don't even know what it's called. I'm not going to even make up a name. We're just going to go with plasticky stuff. Is a one way to blend, because you're going to put your darker color down, pick it up with your lighter color, and then you have a blending situation. Hello. Welcome. Tonight I am doing, it's just a lettering and chat. Low impact. I'm doing a live review of these King Art dual tip brush pens that I bought off of Amazon. They're the King Art Company, at King Art Company on Facebook, Instagram. Does it mess up the marker? No, it doesn't mess up the marker, because it's like, think of it, it's like self-cleaning. So you can either, if you need to write it out, scribble it out. You see, we picked up this purple, but now this marker is back to business. So no, it doesn't mess up the marker. Even with the Tombows, right? I'm going to use this one, this pink one. That's, yep, just like that. That I was not prepared for that. But yes, it is self-cleaning. So we picked up that pink, and it's giving it like a little bit of a purpley effect, which actually I think is super cool. That tea is. But yeah, so I picked up that pink, and now we are, in essence, we're kind of coming up clear. So you just kind of gotta, work it out, and then it's self-cleaning. So hopefully that made sense, because even the Tombows, they work in kind of the same way, and that they're self-cleaning. You can blend with them. You can blend with these, right? You can blend with the Tombows, and I appreciate the Tombows. And you have the blender pen. So what I am noticing with the King Arts, when you're going to do your blending, it's best to blend with this method. So Tombow sells a blender palette that you can get. It's like $8.99. But like I said, that's also something that you could DIY. So we're gonna go to a new sheet of paper. Also, these grid line sheets are available on my website for free. So it's a good way to give you a framework to practice your lettering in, or practice your strokes. I was talking to Create by T22. Her name is Tina, but she's a fellow crafter, and I was helping her yesterday troubleshoot some issues that she was having with iPad lettering. So there will definitely be a string of new worksheets on the horizon, because I see that there's a bit of a need for just practicing, having different tools to practice with. So I can definitely refer you guys to some stuff, but I could refer out, or I could just make my own. Haha. Keep it all in the family. So this color is bright green, and I'm picking up this light blue with a dark green. So let's see what we get. I feel like it's going to give us like some teal action. Oh, that was a letdown. I thought it was, right, exactly. So this is actually, I thought it was going to give us some teal. It did not. I've been played, so we're just going to go, this is definitely just bright green. So that's bright green. Let's see, we've got, what color is this? This is peacock blue. Is that what this is? Oh, peacock blue. I'm a peacock coach. You gotta let me fly. Anybody else seen the other guys? It's just me. Oh, well, that was off to a rough start. Let's get a capital G in here. So you got the other guys. So this is okay. So these are all right. So this right, this here. But I guess you could clean it up with the, okay, so you could clean that up. It's clean upable, but doing the same thing with, and this is the, I guess this is the Tombow. I just have the one just to use as a reference, as a tool for comparison. Yeah, these streak, but not as hard as that. This is a full walkthrough. I'm playing with these markers in live time. Clean upable. As in when you make an error. So with these markers, I don't know if you saw it. So let's say when I was lettering here, it just gave me a little bit of some friction, right? Like that. Who can change the lights? I think I'm gonna have to box my husband. He didn't change the color of the lights. So, but let me not blame him, because sometimes the lights will change on their own. Hey Google, please change kitchen lights to bright white.
Sure, changing 2 lights to bright white.
So this paper that I'm writing on, Tina, is available available on my website. If you go to is it mightymader.com/freebies? This will be available. I want to say this is the first freebie available on that page. So this is these are the lettering sheets that I made so that we can practice, so that you can practice your lettering. So these are sheets that I made. They're available on my website. So which brand do I recommend better? Of course I'm going to recommend Tombow's, right? And that's just because I've been lettering for 3 years, and when I tell you that these markers have never let me down, right? Never, ever, never, never, ever, never. A lot of people have been using Karin markers, Karin. Those are cool. I think they're a bit too juicy, and they're expensive. They're more expensive than Tombow's by $1. So I recommend these. I love these. Someone joined. Okay. So yeah, I recommend the Tombows. These are my babies. However, right, I'm trying to present, I like to have options, right? So for me, it's an options thing. I think that these are cool, these are softer. So King Arts are, on first impression, I'm noticing that these are softer and lighter than these, right? This marker is heavy. It's got a bit more weight to it, which is helpful. Thanks, Dad. Which is really helpful in, like if you're heavy handed, like I've learned in lettering, like I started off like heavy handed. So I've gotten gentler over time. So even with learning how to use these, it's an adjustment. Hello. It's been an adjustment because these aren't as heavy as these aren't as heavy as the Tombows. Welcome. Yes, you did make it. Welcome to Bedtime Crafting. I'm Lena, the voice behind the hands behind all things Mighty Made It. And so today I ordered these King Art dual tip brush pens off of Amazon. They were $15 after shipping, handling, taxes and fees and things. And so I'm just doing a demonstration on these compared to the Tombow dual tip brush pens. If you've been on my page anytime, I speak highly of these. I highly recommend the Tombow markers. I think they're a great marker for lettering. However, for some people that are new to lettering, and I've noticed that I have a lot of new letterers or those interested in lettering, recommending alternative tools, because a lot of people really struggle with these. Like something about it that some people have just really struggled with Tombows. So trying to find different tools that can help people flourish. May I see one? What are they for? So these are for brush lettering. So brush lettering, modern calligraphy is what I've been doing. So that's what, So these are the Tombows. So this one is the Tombow, the dual tip brush pen. It's got the brush end and the fine liner. So that's what makes it dual tips. And so these are you can use them for coloring, illustration. Oh no, you're good. You're not causing trouble. You're asking questions and I'm here to answer. So these are the Tombows. And this stroke is called the ascending loop. So I think that the trick with the King Arts, which is why I'm having this streaky issue. And this is to answer the question that was asked, like, what do I mean by clean upable? In that you can clean up your mistakes. So you have the two ends. So I'm going to clean this one up. So here, like this, I don't know if you can see it. It's a little, you see it? The streaks is like, it's chunky. Like, I don't know. I've never seen the chunky effect before. So you can clean that up by coming through with the fine tip of your marker and just clean it up. So the sky isn't falling that this marker does that, but I also think that I'm having that issue because I'm heavy-handed. So I'm going to lighten up the pressure a little bit to see if that's going to make a difference. And I can almost guarantee that it will. I'm going to switch my colors up. I'm going to do my favorite color. One of my favorite colors. First of all, this is verdant green. I just like green, but that's a green. Let's see what we've got. Okay. I'm in Illinois. I'm in Chicago. So that's the cleanup. So I just came through with the fine tip and, cleaned up those streaks. So now it looks as if I did it in one fell swoop. And that's a lettering tip. If you're new to lettering and you're just like, well, that doesn't quite look the way I want it to look. You got two ends. You can clean that up. So I lightened up on the pressure a little bit so that it wasn't as streaky. And I think I feel like it gives me a solid light to heavy transition. So you don't have to be as heavy-handed with these, which is nice. Okay. So in a couple workshops that I've taught, I've had people that are really nervous with the amount of pressure that you can put on a Tombow to give you like the difference between your thin strokes when you're doing an upstroke and the heaviness with the downstroke. So this is what one. Okay. Right? This is just a bit more. Okay. So there's the difference. The King Art is a bit smaller. So you can work in a smaller surface area with these. Okay. So yeah. Are there any other questions? Questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, feelings? What I can do is add a link to I'll add it to my link tree, a link to the King Arts, if you're interested in using these, as well as a link to the Tombow markers that I usually use, because I really like the Tombows, guys. But this is a good alternative. I feel like when I'm trying to do something wild, if I'm practicing like flourishes or a new lettering style, I definitely recommend these. I also think that these would be really pretty for, like, the blend was cool. I liked how these blended. So yeah. So, generally with King Arts, I'll give them 3 out of 5 stars. I think these are solid. You can work in a smaller surface area with these. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I go back to work tomorrow, which I'm not like as anxious about it as I thought I would be, but I'll find out tomorrow what life is like when I get there. I'm a children's librarian. Or children's librarian. Oh man, I'm about to letter the word Cheetos, but I probably should have did it in orange. Well, no, I haven't had to work actually for the last 8 weeks. So tomorrow we're just returning to work to figure out kind of what the next steps are. So now I'm going to rewrite Cheetos. But, this is orange yellow. Well, I don't know. What color are Cheetos? Are Cheetos orange or orange yellow? I feel like Cheetos are more this color, right? You think Cheetos are more this one? I think Cheetos are more this color. No, I'm a public librarian. Cheetos. And then we've got, let's see, I didn't try this fun pink. So this is just like pink. So I'm going to write bubble gum with this one because that's how. Yes, I do. I do. Cheetos and hot sauce is definitely delicious. I like these. So let's, whoops. So using the other end of the markers, you're able to practice your letter forms, making sure that your strokes are consistent. So think like when I'm saying making sure your stroke forms are consistent, so your ovals. Your compound curves. Ooh, nice. Are you making a lot of masks right now? Or are you like a seamstress? Do you make like stuffed animals? Or you are a sewist of all things? And then you got your underturns. I'm sorry, your overturns. And your underturns. So when you're writing your letters, it's not just so I'm finding that I found a new way to cross my T's. I do not have a dog. I have a 3-year-old. That's as close as I'm getting to a pet. I had a guinea pig a couple years ago. His name was Max. Do you have a dog? No dog, a little inside dog. Well, what's a little, I don't, thanks, Dad. That S is it's real fancy, but it looks a little bit like not an S. So, yeah, these are the sheets that my dad just linked to. They are available on my website for free. I have some with practice strokes and some without. And the ones with practice strokes are meant specifically for the Tombow Furunosuke brush pens. So the smaller tip pens is what those are for. Hello, hello, and welcome. So yeah, that's so I did these last couple go rounds just to give you guys an idea of ways that you can practice your lettering strokes. Because as much as lettering it's really pretty, right? Brush lettering is really pretty. It's also not just writing words. It's like you are combining strokes to make letters, which make words. So in learning a skill set, I highly recommend just practicing your strokes, your letter forms, strokes and letter forms. So these are just a way to kind of keep your skills sharp, right? So if you look at, for bubble, for example, pet bandanas, neckties. Oh, that's cute. All right, thanks. So this is going to be like your ascender loop. The bubble is, I don't know, that's not even like an oval. Underturn, another underturn, ascender loop, funky oval, cinder loop, funky oval, cinder loop, and E. So there are some people who have there's somebody somewhere that's got like the technical kind of breakdown of like what you describe strokes like E. I think E is like, so with your letters are usually a combination of different strokes. But E is a weird one because it's just one stroke. Oh, nice. Let's see. R is another weird one. F and S are all like one stroke. You don't really, yeah. Okay. So yeah, like those are all weird ones. But when it comes to like the letter Q, that's an oval and a descender loop. So you got your oval, boop, descender loop, your entry stroke. So yeah, this is any other questions, comments, concerns? You guys are just here for the show. So now I'm going to flip back to the brush tip and give you guys a hearty good night. And then I'm going to chill out. And then I'm going to call it. Because like bedtime crafting is just that. Shortly after I letter with you guys, I watch TV for a little bit. And then I call it a night. So we're going to go. Oh, this is light purple. Oh, good Lord, that was my dryer that I forgot to turn off. Sweet Jesus. It gets me every time. Okay, sorry about that. Ooh. Oh, haha. So I'm going to write that again because I actually don't like this good night. And you guys didn't see it. No, I thank you guys for tuning in. I'm happy to share. Boop-a-doop. So, like I said, King Arts, solid 3 out of 5. I'll be generous. I'll give them 3.5 out of 5. They're not bad. I think it's definitely like they're great price. It's definitely a cool alternative. Even though, you know, the Tombows, these are my babies. Good night. And then be on the lookout. Sunday, I'm dropping the next set of hashtag Love Your Strokes, which is the lettering challenge. So you guys have a couple days to get your hands on some markers, download these freebies, and we'll hop into it. This month, May is National Barbecue Month, so it'll be meat themed. Haha. Night night.